Well, the family of a man who was stabbed to death last year is speaking out after a jury found 22-year-old Zachary Gardner not guilty in his death. Gardner was charged with killing Huey Stanley, but he's now cleared of those charges. Justin Soto visited the Stanley family today and has details. Justin?
Yes, Sarah, I sat down with Huey Stanley's family today as they recover from hearing the non-guilty verdict in this case.
He was the type of person who would give you the shirt off his back. He would do anything for you that he could.
Julie York remembers her son.
It should have been a fight, not a killing.
22-year-old Huey Stanley was stabbed to death by Zachary Gardner in March 2015 in the parking lot of the Kingsport YMCA, all over an altercation on the basketball court. Gardner was found not guilty in Sullivan Court Wednesday.
There was no justice for him, and that's what we're wanting.
Stanley's family felt that the verdict was unjust.
He ran in his house, grabbed his knife. If he meant to scare my son or hurt my son with that knife, he could have cut him with it. He stabbed him and went all the way, maximum of the knife, twice. I could see them saying self-defense if he stabbed him once to get him off of him. Stabbing him twice for self-defense? That's not self-defense, that's murder.
Andrew Gibbons, Sullivan County Assistant Public Defender, represented Zachary Gardner.
Not only did Huey throw the first punch, but he hit him hard enough to knock him to the ground or nearly knock him to the ground, depending on the witness. And then, grabbed his shirt, pulled his shirt over his head, and had continued his attack. And it was only after that that the knife came out.
And according to Gibson, the law was followed.
The law allows an individual in this state to defend themselves, even with lethal force, if they have a reasonable fear that they're going to be injured or killed.
Huey's family is left confused and full of questions.
If this is justice, then we feel like we didn't get nothing. This boy got a smack on his hand.
And I also found out in all of this that Huey's daughter was born just 14 hours after his death, and tonight the Stanley family is hoping for further justice to be served as they still continue to grieve this terrible loss.
Justin, thanks. Now, the trial lasted 3 days in Sullivan County Court. The jury reached a verdict in just 2 hours.